worst thing for people like me, because if they start rationing health care, which they're going to have to do if you add so many more million people like me, we're not going to get it, because I'm not, somebody else is judging the quality of my life, not me. I've been under Medicare for the last 13 years, and believe me, they fight you on everything. I mean, they already have death panels, because they'll tell you can't do this, you can't have that.
Pressure's sore, and the government controls the kind of antibiotic you get. They're going to eliminate you naturally without having to take any rap for it, because 85% of the people that have pressure sores die.
When you say they already have death panels, do you think that the proposals that you're hearing about now would make that even worse?
Yeah, I think so, because have you ever known the government to run anything efficiently? I've worked for the government all my working life, and I can tell you, I fought against the government wanting to stay inefficient. Because if you stay inefficient, you need more people, and people have jobs.
If you do want government to run it, at least let's fix up Medicaid and Medicare and show that they actually can run it. Show that they're competent before we even pick people.
So, government, who aren't nurses or doctors, doing that stuff, they have a vested interest in let people die. I don't.
The thing about it is that when they started really focusing many years ago on assisted suicide, I told Jerry, I said, this is going to mark the beginning of the end for people like me, because somebody else is going to make the decision of the quality of my polio when I was a child. From the vaccine, I'm one of those acceptable statistics, and I have what they call post-polio. And then I had an automobile accident 25 years ago. But if this would have been in place, I'd have been dead by now.
When it's good enough for their children, it'll be good enough for my children. And until they say this bill that we're putting out there is going to cover my children and your children, and not have me pay a separate tax to have so they can have special coverage, what makes them more elite than us? When did America become a society of the elite and those who grovel for their scraps? When did that happen?
Obama watched his grandmother die recently, and he did everything to keep her alive as long as he could. He watched his mother die of cancer, and he bought insurance companies to get it.
Thank God we didn't have this bill.
Why would a guy like that want to have in a bill something that would allow the government to cut off people's lives prematurely?
His grandmother's dead. His mother is dead. His wife is fairly young. He has young children. He's not thinking ahead of the fact that he's going to be this age. And one step off of a sidewalk, and he could be just like me.
The way I describe it is government's like a fire. Okay? Under control, it's useful. You can cook food with it. You could heat your house with it. Out of control, fire burns everything. It's great. And that's how government is, and that's how government's acting.
Do you actually have guns in New Hartford, Connecticut, and do you hunt and all that sort of thing? Yeah. And do you really think that Obama's going to take them away? Or is that just for...
I think he'd like to.
Yeah.
But he can't.
Yeah.
The true lovers think he goes
in his administration, or Congress may not see it in their term, but our children will see it. And it's hurting our future. It's hurting our future, all the spending.
He's bankrupting us. He's not protecting us. He's apologizing to Europe and the terrorists, but then they're afraid to call them Muslim extremists. He should be apologizing to America.
Look at the Constitution where it says that the U.S. government can commandeer the U.S. healthcare industry. I don't care if it's broken. They don't have the authority. But you know what? They think they can do anything they want just because these people in here wrote it on a piece of paper. Well, I'm here to tell them that doesn't work that way. Write whatever you want. America's America. They're either going to write the right things and get rid of all these damn laws, or we'll come back down here, and we're not going to be carrying signs.
That's what Joe